I had an absolutely frightening evening. I went to shul. How do you say? Luke, an Orthodox synagogue, not so frightening, not so scary. Don't understand. This is Aish HaTorah. This was my home in Los Angeles. I came here in March 1994, and I was so confused and frightened because I'd basically been bedridden the previous 6 years. Now I'd made just like a partial recovery from chronic fatigue syndrome, and I was moving to a city where I really didn't know anyone, and I was like trying to reconstruct a life at only half strength, and didn't have much money and didn't have prospects for work. I was just scared, and I was trying to assimilate into Judaism. I was a convert to Judaism, and like many people, I latched onto Aish HaTorah because it's this outreach center bringing people into Judaism, and it absolutely gave me like more than a fair break, and they spent time with me, and they educated me, and they invited me into their homes for Shabbat meals and holiday meals, and they invested in me, and I let them down because my blogging, started blogging in 1997, but I mean even before that I was getting in trouble because I was like mouthy, like I'd argue with people, and I love the sound of my own voice. Just love, I think I'm so smart, and that, oh, I have these scintillating insights here, and I think, oh, it'd be so witty if I said this, even though it's like totally blue and inappropriate and just offensive and yucky. So, I mean, they gave me every chance, and they kicked me out once, and kind of like came back 9 months later and was like tried to be really quiet and cool, and they finally kicked me out again. Well, they gave me an alternative. The Rav said, look, this type of writing is just unacceptable in any Orthodox Jewish community. And I was writing a lot on the porn industry, and I chose the freedom of my blogging and left behind this community, and basically haven't set foot back in Aish HaTorah in almost 13 years. Tonight a friend asked me to come to a particular lecture, and my allegiance to my friend was even stronger than my fear of setting foot back inside of Aish HaTorah, and like just dealing with the shame, because it's not so much like shame of like the things that I did that got me kicked out of Aish HaTorah. It's like the whole experience just like made me totally ashamed of who I am, like my totality. That's the thing with shame. It's not just like shame over individual actions. It's like shame that like your whole entire being is just perverse and wicked and wrong. And so I had to like go back tonight to Aish HaTorah and like to look people in the face. And you may ask, like, Levi, why are you wearing the sunglasses? Well, I've been having problems sleeping the last 22 years. And a sleep doctor says, after about 10 p.m., wear sunglasses. So it's now 11:07 p.m. on the 6th of January 2011. After my ordeal, I went to Walgreens, and they had these sunglasses. They all look kind of girly. So I picked out a pair that looked the most masculine and went up to the clerk, as this young man, about 22. Said, are these okay for men? He says, well, they have a flower on them. They had flowers right here. He said, it's either a flower or an exploding grenade. So ashamed. Just felt such shame. I can't even pick out a pair of sunglasses. Like, I'm totally inept. I remember once I thought, oh, I'll buy these nice slip-on dress shoes that I can wear for work. I was working at Kmart at the time in Australia. And I was walking down the street in my new shoes, and people were asking me, like, why are you wearing slippers? I didn't realize they were slippers. I thought they were nice dress shoes. Oi. So, stepped inside of Aish HaTorah tonight. First time in about more than 12 years. It was scary. Like, I thought I was going to get humiliated and thrown out. Because I'm a wimp. Like, I still got that goyish timidity. Like, Jews, tend to have self-confidence. It comes with being the chosen people and being raised in a rigorous and demanding way of life. Through hard work and study, you build up more confidence in yourself. But kind of the type of person who's like, always like, look for the easy way out in life. And that does not instill confidence, that instills shame, because you know that like at core you're a cheater. Like, you know that at core you're like always looking for an angle and an easy way out. Look, I can't even look you in the face. Too shameful, too shameful. So it went fine. I had a fine time at HaTorah, and everybody was perfectly nice to me. And had a great lecture on Judaism. And I'm inspired, and I feel like connected socially to other people rather than my miserable, short, brutish, miserable individual existence in the hovel. So I'm not nervous. Yeah, I'm like squelching my digiflex like mad, but I'm cool, calm, and collected. So I kind of confronted myself and confronted my cowardice, and even though everything in me was screaming, "Go home! Flee! Run away!" I just kept my legs walking right into HaTorah, and I sat down, tried to be just as inconspicuous as I could be, and bother no one, and no one bothered me. There's the perfect summary of my life. Here lies Levi ben Avraham. He bothered no one, and no one bothered him. A tzaddik in our time.